morning, everyone. It's 8 o'clock on the start of a Monday. Glad you're with us on what is the start of a super busy week. Easter is coming up at the end of the week.
Can you believe it already?
It is super early.
It is super early.
And gosh, we know what Easter means in Buffalo. The Broadway Market is going to be bumping on Friday morning.
So you were there this weekend?
Saturday. Yeah, it was great. There were so many people there. You know what I love about the Broadway Market in particular is that not only is it open year-round, but you're also able to find some really, really good prices on things that perhaps you might not ordinarily get.
Example?
So, for instance,
because we know you've got one.
We love crab legs.
Oh, who doesn't love crab legs?
Exactly.
I don't remember getting an invite for dinner this weekend.
Well, so you were hosting an event on Saturday.
Oh, that's why. Thank you.
Is my mic on? No. Who just asked? Thank you very much, Peter. Appreciate you. Nope, my mic wasn't on. Sorry about that, everyone. Anyway,
Nice job,
what I was saying was what I love about the Broadway Market in particular is that you get these really great prices. And it's open year-round, which I think is such a benefit to people who live in that community, but people who are just coming in from out of town as well and want to experience what an old-fashioned market was like. So anyway, crab legs. We had crab legs on Saturday night.
Like
we got
king crab legs or snow crab legs?
Mm-hmm. They were delicious.
A little bit of work there.
Honestly, not much.
Not much, huh?
But I think they were $15 a pound compared
to... How many pounds
we wound up spending $80. So
right, they're kind of bitty legs, but
they were delicious. We got 6 clusters and had a great meal. I mean, and it was just great.
It's funny because like a lot of people go there, right, and get pierogi. And what I was thinking this weekend, as I opened my freezer the one day, I said, we got to have people over for pierogi, Paul. Because I have like 70 frozen pierogi, all in different little bags. Yeah. They're taking up all this space. I go, we got to get this together.
Well, I'll tell you, we also went to K-Sisters. So we were just having a very cultural weekend.
Polish weekend.
Yeah. And I walked into K-Sisters and, you know, they had guamki, they had pierogi, they had blood soup. So good. And
did you eat some?
No, Russ wouldn't let me get any, but that's okay. I did ask one of the K-Sisters if they found somebody to buy the place, and she said no. Jeanette, it was a great date night idea.
Put my name in.
I mean, honestly, why don't you do something like that?
It's a lot of work.
Well, it looked like
it's not that I don't appreciate work, but like I don't know that I could do that in this. You think I should just give this up and then just go make pierogi? Now, see, we don't have that
machine.
We don't have that machine.
Cindy, good morning. Is it safe to go to the Broadway Market?
Oh,
yes. Look, let's call it like it is here for a second. I think that generally speaking, we as journalists, as media organizations across the market, between what we did and what some are still doing, we have given the east side of Buffalo a bad name. And I say this respectfully, but I also kind of think that it has just been built into our culture in this city that there are bad places where we live. And that's not to say that there isn't a lot of crime.
Sure.
But there's crime everywhere, it seems, these days.
Well, and also perspective, too. Like, the market is a great place to go. You can park on the street, like, right on Broadway. And, like, let's be real, when you're going to the market, it's a
busy.
Well, now it is. But, you know, during the day, slide on in, like, you know, and I don't find safety to be a concern there.
And I'll also tell you this. I think that as, you know, people who may not live in the city of Buffalo, I think it's really important for people, especially in the suburbs, to come into the city and experience it. And it's important for children to see how other people live outside of the city.
You know, I will say, one of the biggest things I hear about people who live in the suburbs wanting to come to the city or think about coming to the city, everybody always says they have a problem with parking or they're worried about parking. And I have to say, like, we are pretty lucky in the city. Here's the thing, though. We are very comfortable with reading the parking signs, understanding the alternate side parking.
Right.
It's really just reading the signs. And a lot of people are like, there's never a place to park. I hate to park, whatever. You might have to walk a block, but you'll find parking. I promise.
Oh yeah, and you know what? They've got that great big parking garage also.
Well, yeah, the Broadway Market, for example. But I'm just talking in general too. People will say they come down to Shays. Where do I park? I don't know
Right.
where to park. There's so many spots to park.
Grace says it's a great place to go. Jeff says, even I've been there. Lauren wondering, am I talking about her? Nope, you didn't even cross my mind, Lauren. But hey, it's a great place to go and visit.
Wait, why? Oh, because she.
Cindy, I came from Lewiston, so I wasn't sure. And then
Yeah.
Karen says, well, why do you think that is? Thank you for standing up for the East Side. I can tell you why it is. I can tell you exactly because we have done our region a disservice by focusing so much on the negative of what happens in that community instead of focusing so much on the positive, because there are a lot of good things that are happening in the East Side.
No, absolutely. And you know what? I think that more is to come.
Yeah,
also.
absolutely.
Because we know there's been a lot of money promised for the area. And, it'd be nice to see a little rebirth there too.
Mhm.
Because there are a lot of businesses, there are a lot of people who live there still, So, let's rebirth the area. Let's get that money there.
African American based. That's why. And you're right. I mean, for what it's worth, let's call it like it is. I mean, a lot of white people wound up leaving because of what was happening in their community, right? It was called white flight for a reason.
Yeah.
But can we just get back to less segregation and more
Right.
uniform and unanimity?
And Naomi, you're right. Even small towns in the country can be unsafe. And somebody said that they hear more about purse snatching in the suburbs than
Right.
anywhere else. Marguerite, great question, because a lot of people do ask stuff like this. Is there an app you need on your phone to park at some meters in Buffalo during the daytime? There's an app called Roam Buffalo. Yes. And you can download it. You put $20 on it.
Though I'm not sure that there are a lot of those places on the East Side, to be honest with you,
Well,
or
yeah,
around the Broadway Market.
I'm just talking about if you want to come down into
Yeah.
the city. So, and then you look at the sign and it tells you which number area you're in. It'll say, parking zone 17, parking zone 14, and you just bop that in, and then it's really easy.
Yeah, it's cheap too. It's not expensive to park, and it's super easy to do on your phone.
I'm always a big, every time I see people who are confused and don't know where to park or don't know what to do, because we're just down around here so much. And I do think that it's intimidating, maybe not scary. It's intimidating because you don't know where to go.
You know where else I went this weekend?
Where'd you go?
To Golden Cup Coffee. So I was looking for Larry. Apparently Larry was a little bit under the weather.
Oh no.
And I brought Russ in for the first time. And I'm like, Russ, you've got to have this coffee. It is among the most delicious cups of coffee I've ever had.
It's roasted right in the back.
And you walk past it, you could see it in the windows. I'm like, Russ, look, that's where, it's roasted right here. It's so cool. Even he's a coffee snob. He agreed that it was one of the best cups of coffee.
Oh, of course he's a coffee snob.
It was so good though. I mean, we were there, for Second Cup a couple of weeks ago.
You know what they gave me? Some of their soup, and it was like a black bean, some kind of soup. Great point, Brittany. Yes, let's coexist. Love that. It was so good. Black bean soup. And then I brought it home and I saved. Let this be a lesson to me. I saved a little bit for Paul, and then he never ate it.
Where was it a little bit for me?
I was in my fridge. Where was my snow crab leg invitation?
Fair enough. Kelly says, "Oh, amazing soup. How about a Cuppy's field trip to the Broadway Market?" Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That would be super smart.
Although, what are you doing on Good Friday?
I will not be here.
He planned to send Ed to the Broadway Market, but he's actually got to take the day. So
George
Adam is going to the Broadway Market, and he's going to do the horseradish.
So George says it's hilarious how hard it is for them to say why people left certain areas without actually saying the truth. No, I think when you look at this area and when you look at Western New York in particular, or Buffalo in particular, the reality of the situation is the entire landscape of the city changed when people moved from the East Side, right?
It used to be
a Polish neighborhood.
Yeah,
right.
Polish neighborhood.
There were Italian neighborhoods.
I mean, look at where the Dingus Day Parade and the Dingus Day events are still held. It's right over there.
And Karen, I mean, it's true. It's an unfortunate truth that we have to live with as reality here in our community. But if we are able to, move past that and break that barrier in our own minds, then we would have a better community.
Yeah, I see if anybody, and I think it was Cindy who was asking, was saying she's from Lewiston. Yeah, that's a little bit of a hike. It's a, 40-minute drive, but you're perfectly safe to go down to the Broadway Market. Please go enjoy. Check out Golden Cup.
Oh my God, it is so good.
Not too far from there.
Well, so that's what we wound up doing. We wound
yeah.
up going from Golden Cup to the Broadway Market. We walked around with our coffee.
Mhm.
It was a fun day.
Oh, Adam wants everybody to know if you're going to be there early on Friday morning, he'll be there. He's going to be trying the horseradish for the first time, which we always look forward to.
That's going to be so fun.
It's so funny because it's like just created that morning, and you know how it's got such more of a kick when it's like fresh, and it's real fresh.
Oh, I know.
And it's real fresh.
Well, and so I didn't see Wanda at the horseradish stand this weekend, but I saw Margie, her daughter. She's in, I believe, from out of town, and that kind of a stand with that kind of a family tradition is so. I mean, Wanda is, straight from Poland. So
Wanda.
Yeah,
what a name.
She's great.
I like that name, Wanda.
Did I feel safe? Of course I did. I never thought twice about it, to be honest with you.
I think she was talking to Jason.
Oh.
He said he brought all his traditional goodies there at the market. Yeah, Linda says nothing wrong with the neighborhood around the market. She loves it there.
Yeah. I mean, look, does it look good?
It could use a facelift.
It could use a lot, right? It could use some investment. It could use some TLC. It could use some money.
It could use a facelift. Well, we can call a spade there, I think.
Yep. Come on down. Spend your money. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
Karen says, we love you on the East Side. Please keep striving for us. Look, and I will say this. I think that after what happened at Tops, it's imperative and it is incumbent upon all of us to make the East Side a success.
Okay, Jan was wondering, she's going Friday. Are either one of us going to be there? We are not, but Adam's going to be there. Ed's off that day.
I think I'll probably wind up making a surprise visit at some point there during the day.
At 6 a.m.?
Probably not.
Let's see here. James says, if I didn't watch the show, I'd never think of Easter weekend in Buffalo with horseradish.
Oh, that's part of the benefit, I think, of the Broadway Market on Easter weekend.
Okay, so let's also talk about, because Easter's coming up, and I know we put this in our Facebook post, chocolate prices.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wondering if those who are with us now have bought their Easter chocolate yet, and if you notice the bump in price. Because it's basically a supply issue. Although the chocolate sellers that we spoke to here was like Fowler's and Park Edge, I think, that we talked to. The guy from Fowler said, listen, it's more of an after Easter thing because of the supply issue. Like, it hasn't quite hit them yet, but chocolate prices are still up, although they were going to try to eat some of the cost before passing it along to people. Wondering what you guys have seen as you've been out buying chocolate for Easter.
Well, I told you that we went to Wegmans, or Russ went to Wegmans yesterday and bought these cute little Easter Lindt chocolate lambs, and they were $6 for 5 of these little things. That's a lot of money.
Okay, so Kim got 12-inch rabbits for $24 at
That's
Watson's.
not bad.
Grace says, yeah, sponge candy, it is expensive. Sponge candy is expensive.
Lauren said, I just got chocolate from Wegmans because it was easier for me. Right, and a lot of people are doing that too. Like you were saying, Rite Aids,
well, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Walgreens.
You always see those deals this time of the year, like, 2 for $4,
Right.
2 for $5, of the different kinds of candy. But I was saying, I really don't buy a lot of candy, which is part of the reason why I wanted to know what people are seeing, because let's be real, I don't need it.
Well, okay, can I tell you, we have not stopped eating it though. It's been in the house, so we're like, okay.
And that's why I don't have it in the house.
So we got a pound of chocolate, we got a pound of jelly beans. Then Russ got more jelly beans. He's like, which do you think are better?
Like, you should see Paul. You should see Paul and I when we do decide we want a sweet treat, because I don't really keep this stuff in the house. So you're like hunting through, finding a piece of candy that I put in the freezer that his parents sent us for Valentine's Day 2 years ago. Yum.
Janice, $25 or more at Watson's and Antoinette's, but who cares? It's Easter. Nobody's taking away my Watson's a couple times a year. Skip your Starbucks for a week. Great point.
Jan is Rachel's mom.
Oh, okay. Well, Jan, guess what? I was at Antoinette's too this weekend. Antoinette's was delicious. I love Antoinette's.
Jan, I got to play with the baby yesterday. So cute. She sat next to me. It's my friend Rachel's mom. And so she sat next to me and we went out to brunch, and I was feeding her pancakes, and she was to the point too where she was like doing stuff, and then like I was feeding her pancakes, so she just like wasn't even paying attention, but she'd go.
And She's hungry. Mark says, I'll wait till after Easter and get my Easter chocolate for half off.
Mark,
You're not alone.
You're speaking my language.
Laurier went out to Dollar General, Family Dollar with name brands.
Mhm.
Jeff Baker says somebody sent us some chocolate eggs with something disgusting inside. Was it peanut butter or marshmallow?
You know, sometimes you get like that fudgy stuff. There's all different. It's like when you get the box, the heart box, and everybody's picking over what they want and what they don't want.
Okay, well, if you get one of those boxes, if you go to get a chocolate egg with something in it, like you've got a filling in this chocolate egg, what are you getting?
I don't really think I want a filling in my chocolate egg. I like a regular chocolate, and I like to crack it and put it in the freezer, and then I eat pieces of it
Okay.
as the day goes along.
I am a marshmallow guy. I
Blech.
hate.
Do you like Peeps?
No, I hate Peeps. But I like the marshmallow in the chocolate covered marshmallows or raspberry marshmallow. So good.
You just picked the worst two kinds.
I just don't love like peanut butter filled eggs. Yeah, Melly C right there with me. Lots of sugar. And I know, Joyce. I know. And a moment on the lips is a lifetime on the hips.
Jan's referring to brunch yesterday. She says she cried. I heard. Just a little bit until the pancakes got there, like all of us.
Oh, Lauren's right there with me too. We do too, Ed. I bought those for Easter baskets.
See, my mom's not a peanut butter person either.
Oh my gosh, you want to, speaking of
Do you
Easter.
like mallow
Mars?
What are those things called? They're in the yellow package, right?
Oh, I know what you're talking. The mallow cups.
Mallow cups.
Is that with the peanut butter?
No.
It's got marshmallow though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Mallow.
Shirley wondering, Ed, what about chocolate covered Peeps? I don't like those.
Mallow cups.
I think Peeps are Peeps. I think they're gross. No matter of chocolate can cover up that gross taste.
And these things, mallow cups.
Oh,
They're
I
like,
don't know that I've ever had them.
they're like chocolate. I think somebody I knew liked them. I can't remember.
Oh, Sarah says we're doing beach-themed baskets for our boys. We already eat too much candy, and
See,
vacation in May is coming up.
That's the kind of stuff my mom would do when we were like kids. Like, and yeah, we'd get a little bit of candy, but like, for example, if we were going to Florida to see my grandpa, which we did sometime, you'd get like a sunscreen.
Right.
And that was exciting. You know, then you're like, oh, we get to use this in Florida.
Okay, well, I wanted to tell you that I'm doing this super cute Easter basket this year for the kids because...
I just clipped you that coupon.
Oh, thank you.
I was comparing my Circle app on Target with Ed's Circle app, and I noticed that he didn't have the, what was it, $5 or 5% or something percent if you spent a certain amount on toys. I was like, clip.
Okay, but look at how cute this is.
Okay, so you're taking a small brown paper bag.
Like a sandwich size.
You're cutting it into the shape of a little bunny.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Isn't this adorable?
Super cute.
It looks so easy.
You're cutting it into the shape of a bunny so that you still have the bottom of it, and then you're putting cute little, what would they call it, straw and Easter. Yep, that's very cute.
Isn't this adorable?
Boy, you could do it even easier if you did an egg.
Sure. But the bunny is so cute.
Yeah, because it gives a little written. That's adorable.
So I don't know that we're going to see Vincenzo and Rosalie for Easter. We did dye eggs yesterday, though.
This, by the way, is a good, if you do see the kids, my mom used to do this too, kites in the basket.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because if it's nice out, then you just run around and, you know.
Okay, I'm going to share this on my Instagram page so that everyone can actually get to see what we're talking about here. So follow me at Dranch TV on Instagram, and I'm going to say this is what I was talking about on Second Cup. What'd you say? Can you? I'm going to post it on my Instagram page. Okay.
Jeanette really quickly would like us all to know Peeps dipped in milk is great, even though it sounds gross. Better than cookies dipped in milk.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
No offense.
Not my favorite. I bet your milk is like all weird colored after too.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, so I just posted it, John, if you want to bring it up.
Okay, so I guess people have, let's see here. Dennis is saying the shrinkflation is real. Half the chocolate we have is watered down with who knows. So I guess, yeah, a couple of people, everybody seems like you're comfortable spending the money since you're not eating that much candy that often.
Parker's pitch shouldn't be on your phone during work hours. That's all we do here.
About it.
Kelly says, my gosh, my kids blew up Peeps in a microwave. I don't like them.
Hilarious.
I just think they're so nasty.
I mean, like, not for you. but like, that is kind of funny to think about.
Julie, I'm on a diet. Understood.
Oh my God, I was not on a diet this weekend. I just ate whatever I wanted.
Oh, James used to portray the Easter Bunny. It was a fun time and sometimes traumatic for children seeing a giant rabbit. Why is stuff like that so scary for
I don't know.
kids?
You know what? I got to tell you, those Easter bunnies of the past, have you ever seen like those old pictures of the Easter bunny?
Yeah, with the teeth
Um,
and the
I'm
weirdos.
glad that he got a little friendlier as the years went on,
Yeah.
that's how I'll phrase that.
Kim, peeps, no way. Ugh. Well, either way, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to this week. Obviously, Holy Week. So I have a question. So, what happens Good Friday? So obviously, resident Jew. Thank you. Have no idea what happens. I colored Easter eggs for the first time yesterday.
Mhm.
What happens Good Friday?
Good Friday, no meat. You're supposed to fast.
All day?
I think you can have like one meal, like at night or something like that. Yeah. you can
Okay.
fast for most of the day. And then Holy Saturday, because Good Friday is the day, right? Jesus died. Holy Saturday. That's when we would take like the things to church. Remember, I told you we get our little stuff blasted church. And then Easter on Sunday.
Okay. And then Sunday, do you do I know your family typically did brunch.
No, we would usually do like an Easter dinner, I would say.
Oh.
Yeah. And we like over the years we do it with like Bojanics, like our family friends. And this year I think the kids are all gonna get together and do something maybe in the afternoon. It's hard with our schedules, right? So we'll do like a later afternoon thing, something
Okay.
like that. I bought Paul a while ago, actually for Valentine's Day. I bought him a pair of shoes and I bought him a shirt. And I can say this on Second Cup because he knows that they existed. But we kind of said we weren't going to do anything for Valentine's Day except do dinner. And then I bought him a couple things and he's like, "You didn't. I didn't buy you stuff." I go, "I'll save it for Easter." So if we do a basket, which I don't even know if we will, he's getting some Hey Dudes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Do you like those shoes?
No.
God, does he love those shoes? Anybody else's husband into these Hey Dudes?
I can tell you what it is.
They are easy to put on.
Well, and they are super straight, low key, very casual dude things. Not like uptight gay fashionista shoes.
I think for Paul, it's a quick slip on when he runs outside to do X, Y, and Z, or runs around or whatever. I don't know. But they also I feel like you get new ones every now and then because they're not going to last forever, right? Because you are kicking around in them.
Well, so Russ bought me Croc boat shoes one year, and I don't know that I've ever worn them, to be honest with you, because they look just like that. And I just can't, I can't bring myself to put them on.
See, everybody loves these. Now,
Jason, I see you.
Parker Spit says he can't afford them, but let me tell you, Parker Spit, if you thought I bought them at original price.
Right, thank you. Neither can we. We don't get news anchor money.
No. I got them at Marshall's, and they were a deal.
There you go.
And I'm like, well, they're his size. I got to get them.
Okay, so here is the Easter Bunny basket. I'm so excited about this. Look at how cute it is. The little bunny outline.
Easy to do.
Yeah, which is why I think it's...
Maintains the bottom so you can put stuff in it. Easy peasy.
Look at how cute that is. Adorable. I think the girls would love that.
Of course they will.
Well, the reel went away.
Well, you get it. At the end, they put the stuff in, and then they tied a little bow around the ears.
It's adorable.
Super cute.
Okay, somebody was asking as we switch gears to what's going on in the Buffalo Public School District right now. So let's talk about that. So unfortunately, once again, there was another threat against some of the schools posted on social media, police say by a 15-year-old boy. And when you consider the implications of something like that, in the climate that we're in, that is very important for police to check this out. And they did. And what they said was that there is no credible threat here.
And they did a home search as well.
So at this point, there is stepped up security, more police presence around these schools, and counselors are going to be on hand for kids to speak with if need be.
You know what? And I was glad to hear that too. Not just that there's an increased police presence, but that something like this can be really scary for kids.
Traumatic.
Scary for their parents. And then when kids see their parents get upset about something, that can be a lot. So I'm glad that they had extra counselors there just to maybe ease any fears or help talk the kids through this stuff.
Danielle, that is a great question. And, will we get that answer?
Yeah.
Hard to say.
I know. It's, you know what? It's the climate that we live in is so difficult. And the social media stuff is so scary. It's hard.
Well, and so they did the right thing in checking it out.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get the show on the road here. We'll be staying on top of that story for you today and bring you any updates on WKBW.com. And we will see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Bye.